Yo!
What's going on, everybody? We
What's
are
up?
back.
We're back.
Again for like the 5th time this year. My name is
Yeah.
Nick Valley,
My name is Jonah Dockenai, and we're
and this is
Rev Rock
Rev Rock Revolution.
ASMR
Wow,
stuff.
that intro always just gets so chaotic. I think at this point we've just given up on what it is, so it's whatever happens.
Yeah.
How is it going, everybody? No, this is not a father announcement today. This is the only hat that I can find.
Nick
My
is a
hair
dad today.
mess. Just like Dave Grohl, my hero, right? Taking after his footsteps.
There goes my hero.
By the way, just so you know, we just did this off camera, and I wanted to repeat that moment, so it just happened again. So, yeah, life is crazy right now. We figured we'd just give you guys a quick update because we know you've been, waiting for us to come back.
Yeah.
You haven't done literally anything. You've sat in one spot staring at YouTube waiting for this to happen. I'm just kidding. But
the like 4 people that regularly watch your
this
podcast. Thank you. We love y'all.
We love you. We love you. We know who you are. One of them is me. Anyways,
Yeah. And that's another one is me. So that the 2 other people.
It's probably X and a certain fan.
Yeah.
Not named by name. Anyways, so we just wanted to give you a quick catch up of what we've been up to because life has been crazy. I mean, you've probably seen it on our social media pages because both of us, we've kind of been posting more and sharing more. It's been a lot of fun. But in case you've been living under a rock or you deleted Instagram for the 7th time this year, it's finally the real one this time. We're just going to catch you up on what's been going on. So, Jonah, why don't you get started? Tell everybody what you've been doing, what's going on in the world of Jonah Doc and I, Jinx, X-Vamon, just...
Yeah, so life has been crazy. I forget when we last did a podcast, but
It was a while ago.
Let
me look it up.
But yeah, let's get the date so then I could get things right. But I'm pretty sure I didn't announce because this was just a couple of weeks ago from recording date that Jinx is now signed to Candle Power Records. Yeah,
so fucking cool.
Yeah,
record deal.
It's a distribution deal, so it's
nice.
really nice. Yeah, we still get full creative control, but yeah, we get more people helping out on the distribution side, which is really nice. And we're working with Nathan Castaneda. He's from Hillblocks View, and he recently signed on as an A&R rep. I've played with him so many times. Our bands have never played together until this year, but him and I have played together in the band Cutie as like backing musicians like over the past couple years so many times. Because he plays bass. He actually plays a lot of instruments, but in Cutie he would play bass and I would play guitar. And then we would just be having fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's super exciting.
By the way,
one thing
Jonah,
I did not expect for this year. Yeah.
Sorry, I looked back to see when our last episode was. I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh
yeah. But Beyonce, one of the best videos of all time. No, Michael Jackson movie was our last episode, and that was a month ago. So we filmed that probably a month and a half ago. I mean, you and I met, I think, like twice in between that, but but still, it's been like a month since we put anything out. So, sorry. Continue.
Yeah. Oh no, you're all good. That was a lot sooner than I thought it was, to be honest. This past month has been so packed.
Congrats, Taylor.
Yeah. This past month has been so crazy. I don't even. Time doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. But Jinx got signed. Past weekend, I've been in the studio with X-Vamon, and tracks are coming out fire. I don't know how much I could share about that right now, but we are releasing new X-Vamon music soon. Still have to record vocals.
Yeah.
But most of the instrumental is done. So
nice.
Hell yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and then besides that, it's just been crazy season because graduation season, my little brother X graduated and a lot of my friends graduated from college, so I'm just been like hopping around, going up and down the state, catching up with people before everyone gets like
as if your life
more
isn't
spread
busy
out.
enough. Now I'm going to throw a bunch of grad parties in there.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you mean. I had the same thing this year. Everybody graduated, and it's just in between all the shows and recording and rehearsals and work, but it's
this is busy season, but at least it's fun. At least it's fun. So
it's
it's
all
like
good things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
not like I'm sitting here doing a crap ton of emails and then end of
Oh,
day is like, oh yeah,
that's December. That's winter time. I
yeah.
hate that season.
Dude, that's tonight for me. I get
Oh
back
my
from all the
god.
fun. Now I get to do emails. Yeah. But how
Yeah,
about you,
yeah.
man? What have you been up to?
Oh my god. If anybody who does watch this show has missed a couple of episodes, you guys will know that my band had a reunion this year.
Oh
Out of
yeah.
Exile returned from our
They're
year
not
long
out of exile anymore.
no from our year
They're
long
now,
hiatus
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
which was really cool. So we've been back. We've really kicked the ground running. We've done a shit ton of Nirvana tribute shows out here on Long Island. We've been playing some bigger club. Like tonight, we got a pop up thing randomly. Like by the time this
Mhm.
comes out, it'll already happen. But today's Thursday, June 25th. But we got this random pop up thing to play like one of like the biggest clubs out here. Do like a
Oh,
showcase thing.
nice.
So we're doing it tonight. I have to go leave work early and then go
Yeah.
right there, set up all my
Is
stuff.
this Nirvana or are you guys
It's a
playing?
Nirvana thing, but
Oh,
it's attached to the possibility of then getting into an original showcase there.
gotcha. Mhm.
So it's kind of like an entryway thing, and that's kind of why we did the
Nice,
Nirvana
nice.
stuff was just to kind of make a name for ourselves and get our foot in
Yeah,
the
get more
door, and so
connections.
people would also, it kind of attracts the audience that we're looking for. So
Mhm.
there's been great feedback. We've been posting more, doing a lot of content, which has been a lot of fun. But yeah, that's been keeping up a lot of my time. We meet like 3-4 times a week between rehearsals and
No-
shows, and lately it's a lot. But now we're transitioning. Speaking of original shows, we're doing one
Mhm.
on July 8th. Anybody in the New York area, because you can take the train from Manhattan out to Long Island because it's literally right off of the train station. It's in Massapequa Park. It's called Prohibition. It's Wednesday, July 8th. We're doing a show. We're doing our own like set of all of my original material. We're playing stuff from my old music. We're playing stuff from my new album. We're playing stuff from another album after that. That's not even
Mhm.
recorded yet.
Nice.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. And Jack and I from Exile actually wrote some of the songs together for the newest record. So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really cool. And yeah, it'll be my first like full band original show. Something I haven't done just by myself.
That's sick.
So
Yeah. I'm
that'll
excited to
be
hear
really cool.
footage of this because I've been listening to these songs for so long, so I can't wait to
Yeah.
hear the live energy.
And there's a lot of them you haven't even heard yet, Jonah. So
Oh,
it'll be really cool.
hell
But yeah, no, I'm really excited for that. There's been a lot of transitioning period. Synchronicity, my police tribute is coming back now from a
yeah.
little bit of a break. So the summer we're hitting the ground running again. July is going to be even busier than June, which is unfathomable in my head.
Yeah.
But it's happening. I'm also working on a little bit of a project. It's a whole renovation project, and that's keeping up all of my free time that I have in between.
Mhm.
Not that I had any to begin with.
Yeah.
And I'm really
You're
excited.
now in
The
negative free time.
I'm finishing up the new album, so that'll be exciting too. Unbreakable, my debut solo record, should be coming out sometime within the third quarter of this year. So I'm really excited about that. That's gonna be really fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
I love all the songs in there. The
Yeah.
Jonah Doc and I played bass on the
God.
album.
God.
Brilliant
Dude, the
performances.
vocalist from X Van did bassist.
The vocalist from X Vayman and the guitarist from Jake's did
Jake's did bass
did
together.
bass on Nick Valley's album.
There you go.
Say that 10 times fast.
That's fun. Yeah.
But I'm really excited. The songs are like both albums, album 1 and album 2 that I'm working on right now are some of the most honest stuff that I've ever done. I feel like it really feels like musically where I want to be. It's a nice middle ground. Lyrically, it's like there's no like, oh, that would be a cool concept. Like it's all like straight from my life and my experiences, and a lot of it from my head and my inner thoughts. But it's a really cool. I feel like it's more of an insight into who I am, influence-wise, musically-wise, lyrical-wise, and I haven't really had that up until this point. So I'm really, really excited
Nice.
about what's to come. And you're gonna get sick of hearing the songs because I'm gonna post them like crazy on the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
3 times a day, 8 days a week,
yeah. I mean,
5 million days a year.
and once Exile goes back, the guys in the band go back to school.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a lot more of me posting solo content again.
Mhm.
So that'll be fun. But yeah, no, that's kind of what I've been up to. Recording all that stuff, playing a bunch of shows, doing a bunch of rehearsals, figuring out how to
Mhm.
use a shit ton of new gear and route things
Yeah.
together, and but I finally feel like I'm at a point where it's getting to be rinse and repeat, which is exciting.
Nice.
And I'm hopeful for that this
Yeah,
will be
we're
my
both in
life.
the thick of it right now.
Exactly. But it's one
Yeah.
of Jonah. I don't know about you, but I feel like every year I get more and more like, okay, like this is gonna just be my life for the rest of my life. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
more and more
no. Uh-huh.
solidified, and I love it.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. I love nothing more than that. I could do rehearsals and
Hmm.
shows every day of my life, and I'd be
Yeah. The
totally
reason
happy
we
with that.
keep being able to take on more and more and more is because we love doing it.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So if anybody here is thinking about being an artist, oh, speaking of this, I'm starting up a new project right now, which is a little bit different than what I've been doing. Just
Hmm.
as at first I was trying to think of ways to make more income, but then I was like, what's something I could be really passionate about that wouldn't be just be like, getting a job and like just another
Hmm.
job and like figuring it out. And I was like, what would be really cool to do would be, and Jonah, you have a little bit of experience with this, or actually
Hmm.
quite a bit. But producing and artist developing for
Yeah.
like other artists. So that's something I'm starting doing now. Actually, I have two students of mine that
Oh,
are
nice.
interested in songwriting and recording, and so I'm going to be getting involved
Hmm.
doing more of that. And it's totally outside of my wheelhouse too. I mean, one of
Nice.
them's like a hip hop
Yeah.
thing, one of them's like a hair metal thing. So I'm
Uh,
really into that.
oh,
But
so
the
that
other
one's a little bit more closer to
but
home.
but
Gotcha.
um but it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying like songwriting with other for other people with other people, and like
Hmm.
helping people figure out who they are and their artistic identity and what they have to
Hmm.
say and what their visuals are like and what the soundscapes are like, and just being on the other end of it. It feels like there's so much less pressure to it too, because it's not like my identity. I don't know
Yeah,
if you experience
it's
that
not
too,
your
right?
project. Dude, it's so much easier to produce and mix for other people. And I've heard people say that before, but
Yeah.
like I've really learned that this year when I'm like especially with My Name is Trouble and Bullet to the Heart, when I was producing and mixing those, I was like everything has to be super duper perfect and exactly how it sounds in my head. But in when you're producing for other people, you have some ideas, but like it's not as deep as whatever they have in their head. So you could
Exactly.
get things sounding
I
really good and
I
be like throw stuff in here and there. Um,
you know what it is? I feel like you can be subjective about it, because it's so
mhm,
hard to like. I've been going through this madness myself when I was going through tracking the guitars for the album,
mhm,
and I re-recorded and deleted things over and over and over again because I'm like, oh, this tone
mhm,
is off, this performance is off, these don't line up, whatever. And then I finally was like, let me just do one song, step away from it, look at it the next day, and I was like, this is great. Like, why the fuck am I doing this to myself?
yeah, uh-huh,
So it's really hard when you're caught up in like, because when someone else is doing something, it's easy to like just have a clear head of like, no, this needs to change. This is okay. That's good.
mhm,
But like when you're doing it yourself and like also like self-producing, like you said, is the worst thing ever. How are you supposed to be
mhm,
your producer and an artist at the same time? Like they're literally supposed to be the opposite of each other. Like one's supposed to be
yeah,
the voice of reason, the other one's supposed to be more artistic, and like so it's like how do you combine that? It's impossible.
mhm. And the one thing I've learned a lot from this last time going into the studio with Xvamen is things can be edited so easily. So if you get a good or like a take that's like 90%, you could just keep it like that and then just just do some
That's
small
true.
edits to get it to
That's
100%.
true.
Yeah.
I'm just a psycho that refuses in my head to edit anything. I tried
Uh-huh.
when I first got the drum tracks, I tried to figure out how to use Beat Detective to like quantize stuff. And I was just like, I
Uh-huh.
did like a couple of bars of it, and it sounded good, but I was just
Hmm.
like, no, I'm too lazy to do this for a whole album, and I just undid it. So I was like, okay,
That's that's
but you know
honestly
what?
so fair.
I think it'll be more authentic to me anyway, because a lot of it's gonna
Hmm.
stand out because so much music now, especially with, and I want to talk a little bit about this today too, if you're down, just
Hmm.
AI
Yeah.
and how where everything's going with that in
Oh
the
yeah,
world.
yeah.
Um, but like, I don't know. It's just a strange world that we're living in right now. Like we're doing a cover gig in a couple weeks, and I rewrote the
Hmm.
lyrics to verse lyrics to American Idiot. So instead of being about politics, it's about AI.
The AI.
Like
Oh.
I'll give you an example. Is like I'm not a part of
Uh-huh.
the tech bro agenda,
That's
but like I'm
fire.
serious because like I feel like this
Uh-huh.
some. But what's so cool about the genre that we're in and the kind of music that we do, and like is that we have an opportunity right now. Like we actually don't have to drive ourselves. I had this realization while I was making this record. We don't have to drive ourselves crazy making everything so perfect, because that'll I feel like will
Hmm.
be stick out more and be more attractive and more interesting to listeners, because they're going to be so over
Yeah.
innovated, and they already are, with over
Hmm.
time
It's more
aligned, over
humanized.
tuned, over anti, like it just sounds like a compute and AI music.
Hmm.
Um but so I think it's kind of cool that we live in a time right now where, like, I feel like we don't even have to stress out about that. Like that vibe and that little bit of
Hmm.
like, I think it was Chris Shiflett said the Foo Fighters documentary. Something like, that's the sound of rock and roll. You get multiple people in a room, they play together, and it doesn't line up. It's
Yeah.
a little fucked up.
Yeah, yeah, everyone
Yeah.
has their own very little quirks when they play riffs, and everyone's not going to play it
Mhm.
exactly the
Well,
same.
that's exactly
Um,
why. Well, besides you being like a fucking awesome musician, like just having you on that record playing bass instead of me playing bass and guitar, it adds this third element of a push and
mhm.
pull in the instrumentation, right? So, which I
Yeah,
think it
yeah,
makes it so much more interesting. I just love bands. I'll never not love bands. It'll always be like,
same.
you know,
Uh-huh.
I listen. There's a place in my heart, and I love music that's like super like perfectionism and like and edited and like there's I like pop music, but like
Mhm.
I wouldn't want to do that as a career for the rest of my life. There's something I might experiment with later on in my career, but like it's not
Yeah,
something I'd
just
want to
the
do forever.
rawness of a band and
It's
rock
just
and roll.
fun. It's
Just
so
like,
much
yeah,
fun.
yeah, that's something that AI is never going to be able to replicate.
Yeah.
I, I'm sure you saw a couple months ago the band Angine de Poutine. I think I'm saying that
Oh
right.
my god,
Yeah,
bro.
that's like the most anti-AI sounding band. AI would never be able to do something like that. If you guys haven't seen them, I thought
Look,
everyone heard of this, but then I was talking with some
wait.
people a couple
Here's
days ago.
Jonah.
Yeah.
Here's the fucked up
Uh-huh.
thing. I'm gonna let you finish. No, I'm kidding him. Here's
Uh-huh.
the fucked up thing about that
Uh-huh.
is the thing about AI, and I want to talk about this more. I'm gonna let you finish, but like I think that honestly, we're getting to a point now because that exists. AI could have never generated that to begin with, but now
Uh-huh.
that it exists,
Now it exists,
it
now
could
it
copy it,
can.
which is scary.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna let you finish what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, that is completely true. But yeah, they use microtones and they wear paper mache like costumes and
It's
helmets
so
and
weird.
they dance the weirdest way, but it's really sick to be honest.
My
Like I'm
YouTube
that's
feed
very
yeah,
original.
was filled
Yeah,
with it when it first came
it
out.
was just like a month and a half of just that. And yeah, it's fire. And they deserve the success that they've gotten so far. I'm so proud of them. Like, 'cause you would have never expected a band like that to blow up like a couple years
Ever, and
ago.
they wouldn't have, but it's because of like the um the time that we live in. You know what I mean? That
Hmm.
it would, and that's what I'm trying to say is you're just going to see more and more and more of that, which I love,
Hmm.
and I think
Yeah, same.
also I think there's going to be a culture of live shows too, where it's like that's going to be such a priority too, and not even like these big headlining arenas, ticket price, fuck that shit, like just all the fees and how expensive it is now
Hmm.
with concerts and stuff, but like I think all these like more like intimate, like medium sized, smaller like size venues and stuff, and just real people playing music is gonna be more and more attractive, and you're gonna see more of that. And I've said
Hmm.
this like 2 years ago. You're gonna see two sides. They're gonna completely split off, and it's happening already. So it's very interesting to see how it unfolds. I think that where AI is now, as opposed to a couple years ago, it's very scary how advanced it's become.
Yeah, just opposed to a year ago,
Oh
it's
my god.
improved so much just within the past year.
I know, and the problem
And
is it keeps self-optimizing. So that's just going to keep
uh-huh.
happening.
Yeah. I was in San Francisco 2 days ago,
Okay.
and it was we were driving through. I'd say about 90% of the billboards. And for those of you who've been in San Francisco, you guys know there's billboards everywhere. 90% of the billboards were just things for different AIs. And it
Scary.
was really scary. We started playing a game in the car, try to find a billboard that has nothing to do with AI, and I think we found like two.
That's
And we
crazy.
drove up from San Jose all the way to the tip of San Francisco to pick up a couch because some of my friends were moving. And then all the
Okay.
way back down, we only saw two.
That's actually insane.
Uh,
That's for that. Yeah. Look, listen. It's very frightening to the point. Like I feel like we're very close to singularity, and that is like that frightens the hell out of me.
mhm.
I've it's been a big turnoff for me. I used to use AI sparingly to like kind of like suss out not ideas like creatively or anything like that, but more on like the tech, like this, like my bio or whatever. It's like shit like that.
Mhm.
And just like now, I refuse to feed it. I deleted my ChatGPT account. Like I don't. The only time I ever use AI, I'm not really using AI, is when I Google something and it gives me an AI like search result. But
Mhm.
that's like that's really where I'm at this point, because it's like I feel like I'm either for I saw this really fascinating video, and he did way better job on it than I feel like I ever could. Adam Neely is a YouTuber, and he made this really fascinating documentary. It's like an hour and a half long. I really recommend you watch it. It's just about AI and culture and music and all that kind of stuff and where we're at right now. And he kind of said we're starting to get to the point where it's like you're either with us or against us kind of thing, which is kind of scary. But you know, and I also saw another one. Do you know who Drew Gooden is?
No, no, no.
Okay, he's a really, really cool YouTuber, and he makes like he posts like once a month, and he makes like all these like I forget what exposés. Like I guess it's like whatever it is. It's like he makes like a 30-minute to like 60-minute video once a month, and it's just about like one topic. Like one time it was about sitcoms, one time it was about every season of SNL and the trajectory of that. Or one.
That's pretty cool.
This one, and he's really funny too. This one was about just how the music industry is so fucked. And the stuff that Spotify does is really gross. Like, I'm just going to say this right now. I'm going to come on record. Like, I'm considering even the point when I put out this record of not even putting it on Spotify or anything. Just like literally just promoting the songs on social media. People can hear snippets, whatever. And if you want to hear the full song, like having like my own page or own place to get that, even it's like a Google Drive or whatever it is, something easily accessible, because obviously a website is not like
could go on Bandcamp.
That's actually a cool alternative.
Bandcamp. Yeah, I actually really like Bandcamp.
It's look, and it's not, but the way that they do it is Spotify. You know this, but a lot of people don't. It's a sharing. It's a pool, right? It's an income pool. So like they give out basically back what they get, based off their streams, and so you don't get a certain amount per stream. It's it's if you get more streams, you make more money because you're a larger percentage of their business and their traffic and blah 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 blah. Again, it's all tech pros, it's all spreadsheets. There's nothing creative about it whatsoever. But the problem that happens with that now is with AI music, with bot streams, and with now Spotify hiring people to make AI music. And this is starting to get, they're denying it, but this is it's pretty obvious. For their playlist that people who have the background to sleep or study or whatever, that's taking profit sharing away from artists and towards back into Spotify's pocket.
That's crazy.
You should watch it. It's really fascinating stuff. And Spotify's been doing this, by the way, for a while. They've been hiring, before the AI existed, they used to work for hire people to write songs, create songs, to do the same thing. They're just trying to find ways of making your pie percentage smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's really gross. And there needs to be way heavier regulation on the streaming industry. And the music industry in general has been in shambles since Napster, basically.
Yeah.
And just honestly, I thought it was getting better, but now it seems like it's getting worse because of AI. So yeah, I don't know.
I do feel though with all this stuff happening, because I felt like the music industry, everything's just been up in the air. No one's really known what it's doing. But I think with AI, things will start getting more regulated, and we're gonna get a more consistent like music industry again, like somewhere in the next 5 years. It's either that or things are going to be blown wide open, and
well, it's going to be
one of those two extremes.
It's either going to get regulated or it's going to wide open, and then what's going to happen is that's why people are already going back to vinyl and CD, because they just want to feel like they physically own something, and they want to feel like they actually support artists. They don't. Even people don't have CD players. They just want to feel like they have something. So I think more of that is going to happen. I think people are gonna. I hope people go back to CD. I remember growing up with CDs, and they sounded better than streaming. They do.
Yeah, they sound better. And then also the other thing about that is people made a more cohesive thing, because now since it's like streaming world, people have to write for the single, not for a whole album.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't get paid until after 30 seconds of a song, so you have to catch, and then you even get docked more pay if people don't listen all the way through the song. So I best albums ever, you just listen front to back, and then you judge based on the album, not based on the song.
And that's why I like CD too versus vinyl, because let's say there is let's say it's a great album, but there's like some albums, it's pretty good, but it's like 90% good, and there's like one or two songs that are like, okay, you can still skip stuff, but still buy a cohesive record. And also, the other thing I thought you were going to say, and that's a great point what you brought up, because that's true, but like when you open up a CD and you get like you get all the liner notes and the lyrics
Yeah,
and
that's so cool.
I love that. I just
The
love
little
that stuff.
booklet inside, I love that.
Oh my god. Let's bring back CD and CD players. I'm doing
Yeah,
it. It's on. It's
yes.
time.
Yeah,
It's
I
really time.
that would be so sick. Yeah,
So if you guys
guys,
want to check those,
buy our records, please. Buy our
yes,
records. Support small
support local
artists.
artists.
Yeah,
Yes. Um,
if you support local artists, they will become bigger and then replace all the bigger artists at some point, and then we'll
yes.
have yeah.
Hell yes. We need to support local artists. We need to rebel against this AI. I don't even want to call it a revolution because it's not like a positive thing. So I'm gonna say this: the tyranny of AI. Let me put it that way.
hmm
Check out Drew Gooden's video. It's called "The Music Industry is Broken," and then the other one I want you to check out is Adam Neely, and it's
hmm
AI and music. They're both excellent exposés and deep dives into this topic. And I think that you'll be. I think a lot of people don't realize too how the industry even works. They have this fantasy in their head because I have some
hmm
students of mine, like I told you, that I'm starting to work with, and they have this
Yeah, yeah,
fantasy of getting signed to a record. Like they don't know how the record industry works
yeah.
anymore, and they have this
Uh-huh.
narrative of 30 years ago that's in their head still.
It's I bet it's funny looking at that because both of us were there at one point as
Oh my
well.
god! And
Yeah,
my next thing out
like
of my mouth was going to say I was there a couple years ago, so I totally
yeah,
understand that point of view.
yeah.
Um,
Us pre-mastermind.
what I will say is this, though, is a lot of people don't, and I think it's very eye-opening to understand how the industry actually works. And I think if more
hmm
people did, then we could actually do something about it. But because people
hmm
live in this fantasy land, they don't actually realize how dire of an issue this AI stuff really is. They're like, "Oh, whatever, we won't
hmm
listen to it." It's like, yeah, but it's like the spot. Like you didn't even realize the Spotify thing with the playlists and money and the
Yeah,
like that's
uh,
it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. So that's at this point, that's where I'm at. And what I'm gonna keep doing is playing live in a live band like I am tonight, and I will continue to do the rest of the
yes,
summer
sir.
and the rest of my life, and on every album that I do, and I just love it. I love real music played by real people,
hmm
and I'm sure one day someone's gonna take this snippet. They're gonna post it online when I make some kind of pop record that's quantized, and they're gonna say, "Look, he said he was always
Yeah, and
gonna
then
do."
look, he said this. He's sell out.
Just like Metallica in the '90s, I'm a sellout.
Yeah,
Um, and then I'll come back with my Saint Anger, Jonah. Don't you worry.
yeah.
Nick
Oh,
Valley Saint
I'm so ready for Nick Valley Saint Anger.
Anger. Imagine it's actually just Saint Anger.
So
Don't tempt me, I'll
it's
do it.
like it's good production, but then the snare is just a trash can sample. Like not even like it's all same velocity.
I think that would
All
be
ting
better
ting.
than the actual album we got. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Anyways, on that note, anything you got coming up once this airs next Monday that you want to promote?
Um, I don't think anything specific, but look out on Jinx Instagram for shows. We've been on like a break for the past month of shows since it's been like grad season. But we're gonna be getting heavy into shows. We have a couple in July, and then starting like late August into early September, we're gonna be on tour. So look out for those dates because we're gonna have a lot of them. Look out for new music from X Vamen probably coming later this year. Look out for new Jinx music that I'm hoping is out by the tour. And then September 12th we're doing Jinx Fest. So in our hometown
That's
we're
right.
doing this huge festival, bringing out some friends that we've played with, just having a cool night of music. And it's gonna be our last show for a little bit because X will be going to college, so
Ah.
we have to wait till break. But yeah,
However,
it's gonna be exciting. Yeah.
However, I'm not going to say
hmm
anything because obviously it hasn't even started yet. But Jonah and I might be working on something at some point this
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
We've only talked
we've been
about it, but
talking about it. Yeah, we're just like we're gonna get something together this year. We're gonna
I have a
once
feeling something's
once
going to
we're
happen.
not both hella busy. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to figure out when that is. Um, but
hmm
but I'm really excited for everything that's to come.
hmm
Jonah, I have a feeling a couple of years
Yes.
from now we're going to look back and like we already have and just seen how far everything has come and
uh
where we're going.
Yeah,
But I think
we do
even
this every year.
yeah. But I'm saying like
But
5 years from now, I can only imagine where the hell we're gonna be, and hopefully
mhm.
it's somewhere. You know what? Not hopefully, it will be somewhere
Oh,
near each other, doing something
Mhm.
together, and
There we go. We
or
manifest. We
yeah,
manifest this shit.
manifesting this shit exactly. As far as my end, if you go to www.nickvalley.com, it'll take you to a landing page. That'll take you to everything. So you can see my Instagram, my TikTok, my Facebook, my
Mhm.
YouTube. Those are my socials where I post regular updates, behind the scenes videos, cover videos, show announcements, blah, blah, blah. It'll also take you to Out of Exile's website. It'll take you to Synchronicity's website so you can see where those bands specifically are playing with each other. There's a little button that says coming soon, and that's merch, music, all that kind of stuff. And it'll also take you, speaking of music, to my streaming platforms right now where you can stream music that I already have out before I put out new music. I have a ton of shows coming up. Specifically, again, if you're in the New York area, July 8th, Massapequa Park. We're playing at Prohibition. We're doing all original show. You're going to hear a bunch of songs. I might live stream part of it. I'm definitely going to film it, so I can have
Nice.
parts of it to put out and as content later on. We also might be doing some traveling shows this year. I'm trying to put some things together.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, nowhere crazy all the way out to your area, but
Not West Coast.
but possibly Pennsylvania. I'm trying to put something together. Benjamin Bankoff, who was in this show, has a venue that is pretty big near him. He's trying to put something
Mhm.
together so I can play in his area. That would be really cool.
Nice.
We're doing a show in Manhattan, my first band show in the city. In August 2nd, we're playing Mercury Lounge. It's a pretty cool spot if you're in the
Nice.
New York area. Definitely the tri-state area because it's close. The city's closer to Connecticut, New Jersey, and all that stuff. Definitely come out to that one. We're doing we're playing with 2 other original artists, and it's going to be again all my own music. So again, I'm really excited for everything that's to come, and you're going to hear new music from me and from Jonah, and you'll
Yeah.
see. Don't worry,
gonna
this is
be
not the
fire
last you'll
year.
see of us. It's going to be this year. I feel like we're only like halfway through it, and I feel like it's
Mhm.
been 2 years.
Oh wait, when is this podcast dropping again?
Monday.
Monday? Okay. Also, I'm gonna shout out my homies in War Scream because by Monday they should have a new single out that I just produced for them. Yeah,
Hey!
they're doing a surprise drop for our show this Saturday, and
Yes, but it'll be out by
it's
then.
gonna be freaking sick. Yeah, we worked on it like 2 weeks ago, and then we produced it, mixed it, and then now it's gonna be out.
There you go. Well, on that note, go check them out. They're a really cool band. And all
Yeah,
right,
we had them on this podcast. Nick still hasn't met them, but
Every
we need to
time.
get them back.
Every time we got it. Anyways, until next time. Until next
Oh,
time.
wait, do I go? My name is Jonah Doc, and
I'm Nick Valley. And this, I think that was
Where?
backwards.
Yeah, I was
Red
like,
Rock
what?
Revolution.
Revolution.